And good day again, viewers. And we are now at another Sunday. So let's do a little, do a little. A little something anyway. We're gonna do it, and that's about all we're gonna do today. Is just a little, a little. I gotta get these on the trailer. Those have to go on the trailer. Reflectors for the back there. All right, let's see how that goes. Well, good morning, viewers, and today is Sunday, and this is the Sunday afternoon fireside chat done in the morning without a fire. And it's Sunday again already, so we're going to get right at her here today on our chat. I got lots of things wrote down today, so I've many things to cover this week, or this Sunday, I should say. So I bought new blades for the Yard Works mower that I use over at my son's place, and I may have shown these already, but I'm going to show them again. They were in bad shape. Or I should say they are in bad shape. Anyway, I can show you. Yeah, this one here is not so bad. But you can see around this area where it's starting to wear. And it's getting thin on the end. Thin, thin, thin. Anyway, and that's a emulsion blade, so I guess. So obviously the only part of the blade that really does any cutting is here. And then this up like that, that just cuts the stuff that's up in the air, I guess. And it's not clean there, so it obviously wasn't doing anything. Anyway, the blades they put on were they're just flat across here. They just go right straight across over to here, let's say. So there's more cutting surface. Anyway, I put the new blades on the other day there, and I used it yesterday to cut the grass, and there's basically no difference. So I guess it doesn't matter what you put on or how sharp the blades are. It cuts the same with the old blades as it does with the new ones. So anyway, these are the ones that caused me to kind of do something. Holy cats, that thing ever come off that tip there. That never broke off. It went somewhere where it's not supposed to. That'd be nasty. Anyway, I'm not the world's greatest at checking the blades, so if you're like me, you may want to check your blades because they could look like that. So we'll move on to something else here. What else do we got here? I'll delete that so I know I talked about it. Yeah. Weather, I guess, is the next thing on the agenda. That's the next thing. Boy, it's some nice day today. I better let you look outside, I guess. Yes, sir, a nice day. And kind of funny, last night I was up on the deck around 10:30 or so, looking up at the stars, and when the kids were small, we used to do that. We'd lay on the grass out here and look at the stars, my daughter and my son and I. And we'd always be commenting about this or about that and stuff, so still do that a little bit with them, but he was at his place and I was at home here, so anyway, we were talking back and forth there last evening, and the bugs were kind of getting to us. Anyway, let's have a look at the weather here. At the moment it's 20 degrees Celsius and 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Southwest wind at 13 miles an hour, so not too much wind. Okay, and today's going to be sunny and 26. Tomorrow is going to be sunny and 31. And the humidityindex is going to be 39 tomorrow. So good and warm for the visitors that are on Prince Edward Island. And Tuesday is good, 26. And Wednesday is 28, sunny. And then we kind of get the cloud and rain and back to sun again on Saturday. So today, next Sunday, by this time next Sunday, I'm going to be older. So it's one of them days in that week. That's all I'm going to tell you. Oh dear me. Older, older, older. I don't like it. Anyway, nothing I knew about. So there is our weather. So we got that done. Let's check that off the list. Oh, we got that done too, so we get that off the list. Oh, we might have a shorter video than I thought, maybe. So we had quite a week this week. I did some wood. I think some of you seen the video on that. I need another trailer load. That might be happening tomorrow. I might go and get another trailer load of wood tomorrow. So we're getting her filled up here, and that's a good thing. Check another thing off the list here. Oh yes, I was cutting the grass yesterday over in my son's place there. Of course, I run across another root that was coming up out of the ground. So it didn't do much. I just kind of felt it hit the deck. It didn't bend anything, and the blade didn't get into it or anything. But I figured I better get the stump grinder out and take care of that. So the Saker Mini electric chainsaw came out and took care of that root. Ground her off like a stump grinder, and some of it I was able to cut out. So it's great to have that out of there and done with. Okay, so get that off the list. And Gator at Gator's World had a video there the other day, and maybe yesterday. And he was doing some woodwork there, cutting up a few pieces of wood, and was using his 100-year-old picaroon. He seemed to think that was quite a thing. That it is a handy tool. You can pick up wood and go with it. And if you have two of them, you can pick up two pieces of wood and go with it. And you're not bent over. You're balanced if you have two of them. If they're big and they're heavy. And just a great tool. It's just once you get used to using it and figuring out what you're going to use it for, it's a dandy. So Gator likes that tool, I think, pretty well. And what else have we got here? Okay, I don't know if any of you know, one of my garden tractors is called Kablooey. And we bought this tractor quite a few years ago. And it's a Ford LGT. Well, I should say it's a Jacobson, but it's the same as this Ford here. Dave's favorite tractor. It's the same as that, but it doesn't have a cab. And it's supposed to have a 16 horsepower engine like that one does, but when we bought it, it had a 12 horsepower in it. And what did we do? Oh, the engine went in it. The piston broke apart at the oil ring. So that was the end of that movement. So we had another engine that we got when we bought that tractor. It was a 14 horsepower. And then what did we do? Well, back then we didn't really know what we were doing in some cases. So we had this engine. We thought, well, we'd take it apart and see if it was any good. And we did, and we found it was a good engine, so we just put it back together. But the problem was, whoever put it together in the first place, which wasn't us, put it together wrong. And when we put it back together, we put it back together the way it had been. So then, after running it a little bit, the rod seized up to the crank. Well, that was the end of that rod. So that was the end of that engine. So that was number 2 engine that went in that tractor. So what else happened? So yeah, the original 12 engine that came in the tractor we had fixed up. So we took the 14 engine out and we put the 12 back in. So of course, over time, whatever happened, the rod went in that engine. So kablooey, there's 3 kablooeys. So the 14 engine, I thought I tried to fix up. Oh, I did fix it up now that I think of it. And we put it back in the tractor. And it didn't go kablooey, but it started knocking and it had ruined the rod in it. So it basically was kablooey. So that was number 4. So the tractor hasn't run in quite a while now. So anyway, one of the engines that came with this deal that we got was a 10 horsepower engine, which I thought was locked up. And I had taken and we had this engine for quite a while. But I took the starter off it to put it on Dave's favorite tractor. Dave at RCAF Polar Express. He just loves that tractor. Anyway, I took the starter off of that 10 horsepower engine and used it on that tractor. So, me thinking that the engine was no good because it wouldn't turn over. So this past winter, I don't know if I did a video on that or not. I think I did. I took that 10 horsepower home and took it apart just to see what was wrong with it, just for fun. Well, it turned out that there was nothing wrong with it. Whoever took the flywheel cover off put a piece of a bracket or something in there and put the bracket or the cover back on again. So this was what was jamming up the engine and it wouldn't turn over. So anyway, we took that one and looked at it and couldn't really find much wrong other than it was a stuck exhaust valve. So we got that fixed up and got the engine running and all that stuff. And so that's kind of neat. So my son and I then put it in Kablooey, and that's as far as we got with it. It was in and running and all that stuff, but there was no mule drive for the deck or any sheet metal on it at this point. So we hadn't gotten back to it until yesterday. Yesterday, we put the mule drive on, we put the deck on it, we put the sheet metal back on it, and I headed out driving around cutting the grass. Well, grass had been already cut, but we were out kind of cutting it again, I guess. And everything seemed to work fine, but it's underpowered. It's only 10 horsepower, and it's a 50-inch deck. But it'll work, and it'll cut the grass. So we'll just see how long it lasts, I guess. But anyway, more thing is that, like I say, the nickname Kablooey, it comes by it honestly, I guess. So that's kind of nice. I'm kind of hoping to maybe take the deck back off of it, and then I'm going to put the tandem discs on the sleeve hitch, and that's what I'm going to use to go in the parade at the Dundas Plough Match in 3 weeks' time. I hope that's what I'm going to do. So, and then that depends on the weather. If it's going to rain all weekend, well, I don't imagine I'll be doing too much with the plow match. So, anyway, so that's another thing I was at this week. It was a great week, you know. My son and I were working on that old tractor yesterday afternoon, and that was quite enjoyable. We haven't done that in quite a while. And yeah, it was great fun yesterday afternoon. Nice to get that old tractor running. It's a good old tractor. Like it just, if it had a good engine, you know, everything works on it. It's got even the original hour meter works in it. And the lights all work. PTO works. And she's got ag tires on the rear and 3-rib tires on the front. And it's a nice working tractor when it's got an engine going. So anyway, I'll have to see if I can get a video of that maybe this coming week or so, of it cutting some grass maybe. And we have a snowblower for it also, but you need horsepower to run that stuff, and 10 horsepower it wouldn't be any good for that. And you know, there's a lot of people say, well, the 10 horsepower engines were the best engines, and they could have been, but I mean, for power wise, you know, some say that they're better than the bigger engines for pulling. You know, like some people get into pulling tractors and stuff like that. Anyway, I don't know. I kind of think if they were, why would they make a 12, a 14, and a 16 horsepower engine? So anyway, just my thought. So what else do we got here now? We're kind of getting along here, so. Okay, well, let's go back here, I guess. Oh, I got to mention, yeah, let's go back there, I guess. I'll have another sip of my coffee. So, looking at the stickers here, I guess. Rick's Outdoors. I won a cup there this couple of weeks ago, and I just got the cup here a couple of days ago, and I've been using it for drinking some cold water out of. So it's great. It's a great big cup. If you want to get a good amount of water in you, that's the kind of cup to use. It's a big cup. Thanks very much, Rick and Donita. And that's a very nice cup. You should go and visit Rick's Outdoors. Rick and Donita do a lot of wood splitting there and split big wood. Diameter wise, they're up to 40 inches at sometimes. And yeah, they've got a nice wolf bridge splitter there, and that's their thing. They like doing woodwork, and they do some grass cutting too, I guess. So what do we got going on here? I'm kind of behind on my watching the videos again. So Grampy's Workshop had a video on the mysterious leaking tire, and I think it's still mysteriously leaking. Luke, orange is my new green. He was doing some more bird's eye maple board woodworking. And Murphy Mowers, I didn't get to see those little short videos there this morning that he had a helper there with him. And Len's keeping busy. And Garden Tractor Boy, he is back on to the YouTube again and had a video yesterday. And it's the same old thing, Joseph. I didn't get to watch it yet, but I will, because I know you've got a new tractor, so I got to watch it. So I'll get to that. And there we have in the backyard with Dell and Loader Bob and Mr. Gary. This fellow here, he's kind of on Prince Edward Island. This fellow here at Open Air Adventure. And there we have Dave, RCAF Polar Express, and he had a video out this morning. Back to the basement therapy again, I think. So I didn't get to watch that yet either. Then we have maintenance with Mike and Brock from Lewis Mowers and Boats. And Gravely Small Engine Repair. Artie was working on his postal tractor. Postal Gravely tractor. This week. Everyday Projects. Craig, he's doing something there. I didn't watch that yet, so redoing something in the house. Then we have Rick, Twin Brook Acres. And this fellow here, an old Garden Tractors and Firewood. Yeah, he's kind of a different character, that fellow. And again, we have Rick's Outdoors and Brian on retired for life. He's putting siding on his building. There was a video from Jeremiah, the Outdoors in the 608. I didn't get to watch that yet. Tucker and I out and about. Cod Raven and Brian and Holly are hauling or tearing apart a building there that they're on their land that they have there, using the mini excavator to haul some stuff away too. So they're getting right along there. And we have Big Son's lawn care. He had a video out there this week too, grass cutting, of course. Allen Family Firewood there, I forget now where they're at, but they're at a location with some new woodworking tools. I'm kind of half thinking that they might be taking something home with them. I don't know though. And the Log Father, he's got quite a few videos out that I haven't got to watch yet. Daryl Wells, Father and Son Outdoors, and John Bradley's on Catbird Hill. And John had a video there What was it on? He was chipping up some old branches and stuff and cleaning up the cherry tree that fell down. And he had a picture of a catbird there also. So that was kind of nice to see. Club Dora, Alan. Alan got a new fuel tank there with a pump and things on it, so makes it a lot easier to fill the tractor or something like that. You just take the nozzle and put it into the tank and turn the pump on. And Ross on the land, he had a video there on 6 tips to check when you get a new tractor. That was a good video. And we have Larry Cluck Outdoors. Well, I think I got everything. So, anyway, we had quite a week here this week. A very enjoyable week. So, I'm having troubles with this sticker sticking on the board, so I made a complaint to the owner of that sticker, and the owner of that sticker showed up with another sticker, and he put it on there. And so far, it's looking like it's sticking. It may be all right, Kenny. Anyway, I had a visit from Open Air Adventure on Friday afternoon. Kenny and Karen dropped in for a quick visit, and it was Christmas time in Prince Edward Island here Friday afternoon. So we got some nice Cape Breton birch firewood from Open Air Adventure. And this wood came from any of you that watch Open Air Adventure. Kenny and Winston are going to the woods, and I guess it's Winston's woods, I think. I'm not sure on that, but that's what I think. And they cut down an awful lot of white birch. And this is where this white birch came from, off of Winston's land. So that's to help keep me warm for the winter. And I probably will just keep that for a keepsake, I think. I don't think I will burn it. So what I'm wondering, Kenny, is do you sell bundlewood like that? That would be a good thing for you to be doing. If you could, you know. So then we have a bottle of clear water here too from Kenny and Karen. So the clear water is kind of like I don't know if it's kind of like a fire putter outer or a fire putter oner. Anyway, so thanks very much, Kenny and Karen. That's great. It was a great visit. It was certainly a great thing to meet people. And like I say, I've been smiling all weekend. It was great to meet you, that's for sure. And hopefully your Prince Edward Island vacation and your stay is going along well, which I think the weather is certainly cooperating with you. Going to be a hot one tomorrow, Kenny. 31 and 39 humidityx, so stay cool wherever you're at. So I think that's probably it. I better go and check my thing here, see if that's any more things on here. Nope, I think that's it. I think we got her all. There now. That's pretty good. So, and Kenny was quite taken with this tractor here too, so he kind of liked the look of this. I'd kind of like to show, I don't know if I ever did or not, show a picture of it when I first got it. So I'll try and do that maybe. I'll come around to this side because that's the way the picture is. Yeah, right there like that, I guess. I'll open down a little bit. There, something like that. Well, that's what it looks like now. And that's what it looked like when I got it. So you can see that this hole, yeah, this hole is no longer here. And the camera shut off on me. Anyway, this hole that was here was for the muffler that was in here. Somebody put a muffler on it that was the wrong muffler at some point. And in order to get the hood to fit, they cut a great big hole all the way around there to make the muffler fit, and the muffler stuck out about an inch or so past the hood. So in order for me to fix that, and I couldn't find, well, it's not that I couldn't find, but for $500 or $600 for a muffler, I said, holy cats, I can't do that. So the thinking cap went on, and I figured, well, I got to do something with it. So I cut the end of the muffler off. And like I say, it's not the correct muffler to begin with, but so that's how much was sticking out past the engine bonnet there. Right there like that. So anyway, I'm by no means a body man, but I can do a little bit of stuff, I guess. So I fitted up a bunch of metal. I even found a piece of metal that had the proper curve in it here to go in underneath. And so I got it all set up, and then my son welded that all in. And then I did the body fill and the sanding and shaping of it there. And so far, it's stayed perfect. It hasn't rusted there. It hasn't moved. The body fill hasn't fallen off. Anyway, I'll see if I can get this open. You know, this tractor is by no means stock on the front end. Something happened on the front end, and the muffler was changed. The manual PTO was changed to electric. I think the oil cooler was changed, and so I don't know what really happened to it. But anyway, it's 42 years old, so who knows what would have went on in its lifetime. Now, you can't see in there. I'll have to get a light. I'll try and find my studio light. Where did that go, I wonder? Ah, there it is. Look at that, I found it that quick. Now, let's see if I can get a shot of that there. Yeah, you can kind of see there. You can see the outline of the weld. So that was what I made, and my son welded it in. And like I say, we did the body work on it, and it stayed well. Looks like I have an exhaust leak up there somewhere. Anyway. Yeah, so anyway, Kenny was kind of impressed with the tractor, so that's good. It certainly looks a lot different than when I got it. And I put all that aluminum on there to try and keep the heat away, because the heat will scorch the paint and the decals and stuff. So anyhow, there we go. I think that's going to be it for this Sunday afternoon fireside chat. And thanks to Kenny and Karen from Open Air Adventure for dropping in on Friday and bringing the Christmas gifts. Well, yes, we got they got my wife a little Cape Breton magnetic sign with some things hanging off on it, so we got that on the fridge in the house. That came in the Christmas package too. So there we are. So all right, I'm going to let you go. Probably, well, we're 35, 36 minutes already, so I'm going to take her easy for today. Have a great day wherever you're at, or whatever you're doing. Goodbye.